that, and they're able to secure that first victory, but can they beat the best team in Slam Ball?
We start each game with a throwdown. If you're new to Slam Ball, 4 ways to score. 3 points for a dunk. 2 points, anything else inside the tramp. There's 3 points right there. Getting it started is Cameron Hollins. You get 3 points if you shoot it from the wood outside the tramps, and 4 points for a shot outside that arc. 2 players in the tramp, turnover against the Rumble. All right, John, a lot of people wonder, the Rumble just played. They've got to be tired. You got to think advantage to the Mob, but what do the stats say so far this season?
Well, so far this season, the second game winner is actually up 4-3 on the main events. So there's a big debate, right? Do you rest? Are you tired? But as of right now, it's close. It's 4-3. So, you know, you can argue there's an advantage to winning the second game and playing in the second game. But time will tell.
And I've talked to a number of players, and it is a mixed bag. Some of them like the idea of just being warm. You don't have to re-warm up. You've got a little bit of energy. Keep it rolling.
Cameron Horton, he is plenty warm. 6-0 lead for the Mob to start this main event.
You know, if I'm the Rumble coming off game 2 with a victory like they just had and having the momentum, I'd want to go right in and play the Mob right away.
But see, I wonder if a team like this almost exerted too much energy.
Now, after that, you're emotionally.
Jason Williams says, I got plenty left in the tank.
He heard me.
Hey, let him go, let him go.
And again, notice this. Notice the patience of the Mob's offense, getting cutters to come from the side to the top, constantly trying to get that stopper out of position.
Fight for a ball against the boards. That's the hockey element of the game. I love it.
Fields coming up with the LBR.
Oh, Simpson through his shoulder.
Let him go, let him go.
Here's Williams. He will dribble into the bottom tramp. Loose ball picked up by the Mob. Here comes Horton. Head of steam. What a slam by Cam Hollins. Showtime. Mob with an early 7-point lead. We play 2 minutes here in this main event. We play 5-minute quarters, running clock, except for a face-off when the clock will stop. Into the scoring zone, resetting outside. Tippins Hill led the Rumble in scoring last game. How did he get that one to go? The up and under, good for 2 points.
And right at the buzzer, great awareness of the shot clock to get that off, and it falls for 2.
But the Mob come back quickly, and that'll be a foul on Victorious Dean, which means it'll set up a face-off. A face-off is in place of a free throw. The player who got fouled, Cam Horton, will go up against the guy who fouled him, Victorious Dean.
I'm going with Victorious Dean. He played college football at Fresno State with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. He wants to be physical. I don't know what just happened there. He didn't even have the ball.
So he didn't have the ball. Looks like a travel against the Mob. Cameron Horton did not like the pass given to him by the ref, but it's going to be a travel. After each face-off, the team who had possession will keep the ball whether you score or not.
Come on, man, play.
I'm sad we didn't get to see a face-off there because that might be one of my favorite elements of the game. We don't have free throws, it's slam ball.
And each team only gets 1 face-off per quarter, so they are at a premium.
So that counted as the face-off.
2 points for Holloway there. Oh, how about that one for Kalen Tippins Hill?
And Tippins Hill is coming off probably one of his best games, so he needs to keep that momentum going.
Hollins, that was taken out of the rim by Tamyrick Fields.
Get out, do not bring that in here. Tippins Hill said that to the Mob.
2 in the bottom. Violation.
And if you're wondering, yes, that is legal. You
Here
can
is
do
the replay.
that.
If it hit the rim first, you can goaltend after that. And when it's in the tramps,
you can go right after that ball and take it out. As long as the ball doesn't completely go through, once it does like that, it's a bucket for the Mob.
You don't see a layup that often in slam ball. That was unique.
Now you can't goaltend a shot. If there's a shot in the air, you got to let it hit the rim. But other than that, it's fair game.
Yeah, any shot from outside the tramp cannot be goaltended. Just like this, you have to let it hit the rim, and then Smith batted it away.
Violation. Just jump in. Cannot jump in. Got to be in the zone. No. Violation.
So encroachment called against the Rumble. The Mob quickly coming the other way off the violation. Off the alley-oop, denied by Fields.
And Fields is having a heck of a game there. He's not even a stopper by trade, right? Look, he's a trained gunner, so for him to step in there and get this done, he's a big body. He's 6'7", 210 pounds. but he's definitely setting the tone underneath the basket tonight.
Don't touch him yet.
You got to have a different mentality to be a stopper. You got to have no fear, you got to have timing, and you got to want to have some contact.
It's an interesting play that the Rumble has Fields back there. He's one of their leading scorers. And right now, he's not even coming up in the offense. He's kind of cherry picking down there.
That should count, and it does.
And Cage Smith knows it. I think he's upset at himself. Cage Smith is one of the best players in this league, and for him to make a mental mistake like that, that's what he's thinking about right now. He knew
So
it.
you're not allowed to goaltend for a shot outside, so that's 4 points for the Rumble. They trail by 2, under 25 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Stormy, the Rumble look like a completely different team here tonight.
Yeah, they do, and I think it's one of those teams where it's a matter of time to click. Coach Carter is known for the success that he has had in this league in years past. He is a championship winning coach. His record was 26-5 overall coming into this season. The 0-3 start, very uncharacteristic, and they're starting to get things together.
That's the end of the first quarter here in the main event, and the Rumble, they are hanging with the undefeated Mob. Only down by 4. They just pulled off one of the best games of the season, and now here they are, trying to get their first main event win. We go to the second quarter after this break.
The other cutters are coming. You can't goaltend from the wood. No worries, man. No worries. Like it's a brain fart. But they shoot a lot of shots from the wood. Guys, let's make sure we close out to the offensive men when they are on the wood. Okay?
Brandon, coach, you need one.
Brandon needs one. All right, good. So 1, 2, 3. Who's my 4? Who needs to be 4? You're good? All right, you're 4. You got to get ready to go. All right? Okay. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Mob. Hey, Jay, great job defensively. You were getting a little aggressive and then you realized it. If they haven't dribbled, stay off of them. As soon as they dribble, press up.
I do the same bounce spots every time. Your player just took off too fast.
What was it now? Two, 3. Who's my 4? Who needs to be 4? You're good? All right, you're 4. You got to get ready to go. All right? Okay. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Hey, Jay, great job defensively. You were getting a little...
Start of the second quarter here in Las Vegas. This is the main event. And a good stop there by Gage Smith, his first block of the night.
Finally, Gage Smith getting involved in the action. He's been quite quiet.
Collins missing the jam. Outlet passes to Dean. Looking for a cutter. Tippins Hill from behind his back. Smith, another stop.
Gage is getting warmed up. You saw a great block, and then all of a sudden he's leading the lane. He's throwing it down the lane as he's falling on the tramp to set up 3.
Justin Holloway gets 3 points for that dunk. Nice crossover by Dean. Underneath, and now Gage Smith. You know, he's reset nicely after getting that goaltending called against him. 3 stops in a row and a travel called against Cameron Horton. Once you get on the island, you can't move your feet, you can't walk with it, that's a travel.
Yeah, Bakari Copeland is the stopper for the Rumble. He's out with an injury. So, you know, Fields is stepping in there doing a great job, but it's interesting to put such an offensive powerhouse out there. But they got him at stopper filling in. Gage Smith just took that away and said, get out of here.
And John, you talk about Gage Smith kind of re-engaging here. During that last break, it was nice to hear Brendan Kirsch, his head coach, say, hey, that goaltending, just a little bit of a brain fart. Just get back to being you.
And it just shows you, right, the mental play. But here you go right here. You're going to see Gage come up and as a stopper say, get that out of here. I don't even call that a block shot. I just say he just straight took that out of his hands. but it's good to see him get back in the game, and you can see mentally he just kind of like, he clicked. It's like he just went in the zone. It's like Kevin Costner, right? Clear the mechanism. Gage Smith
I
just
love
did
that
that.
movie. For the love of the game. Clear the mechanism.
Get off.
Sometimes that's all you got to do. Get out of your own head, get out of a funk, and just make one play, and the rest follow.
Tippins Hill with the and one, gets the 2-point bucket to fall.
Basket's good. Basket's good.
Tippins Hill's got 5 tonight, or excuse me, 5 in the main event.
So we're gonna have a face-off.
Let's go, rebound.
Kalen's Tippin Hill.
No.
Tippins Hill will go against Gage Smith.
Yes, score the basket. Yes.
And both of them are where they want to be.
Basket's good. Let's go. Not a face-off. Let's go. It's not a face-off. It's not a face-off.
No,
John, who do you got?
There's a correction, actually. They're going to score the basket in possession, no face-off.
No face-off, sorry.
I wanted to see a face-off.
It's all right. We have another half to play.
Hurry up, get off.
Washington on the island has to get off within 3 seconds. That's why I reset. But then a bounce violation, quick turnover. If that's not a mob outfit, I don't know what is. Head coach Brendan Kirsch.
Just rocking the pinstripes.
Oh, flying through. Cameron Hollins, the dunk, the mob. Up by 8.
Don't touch them.
Straight out of The Sopranos.
Tippins Hill has it poked away by Holloway. Rumble get it back. Double teamed. Rumble. They've got numbers now if they attack the rim. Tippins Hill will reset, entering the slam zone, finds his outlet underneath. Gotta get it off, and they don't. Shot clock violation.
A shot clock violation buzzes right before he hits a 4-pointer. Devastating.
Don't touch him yet.
Those 4-pointers could be huge momentum shifts. And when you train them, you want them to count.
Slam ball is all about timing. You've got to be able to time the players cutting through, just like they did there with Simpson. The dunk counts for 3 more points.
Don't touch him yet.
Just over a minute to play here in this first half. Washington on the island. The cutter is Dean. Second attempt, no good. Gage Smith, the effect he's having on these other end. Windmill! Cam Horton! Dean blocked again. Second quarter has been dominated by Gage Smith.
Don't touch him.
Gage did a great job jumping into the tramp and kind of taking away the bounce.
40 seconds to play in this first half. Crossover for Horton. Sheds the defender. And will reset off the wall. Hollins. Oh! That is his move. Cameron Hollins underneath the legs. Big hit by Simpson with the steal. 1-on-1. Waiting for help. Here comes the mob. 360. Cam Hollins, don't do him like that.
Somebody's got some confidence.
Yeah, it's everybody in pinstripes right now.
This game was so close, and just like that, it is a 20-point lead for the mob. Just a dominating effort in that second quarter.
Cam Hollins, 12 points, leading everybody with scoring. And I'll tell you what, he is just dominating. Check this out right here. You want to go under the legs, around the back? Oh, wait, let me just hit a 360, and we'll call this a day. Mob 33, Rumble 13. We will be back.
Hits at all. So like keep that up. That's so good. Okay. Now listen to me. Hey, they are not expecting us to go 2 and to bounce down. So I want to keep bouncing.
Down by 20 fucking points. Crazy stuff. Settle down. Hey, hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I don't want none of this bullshit y'all running down there just throwing anything up. We ain't getting beat by no 40 points. Hold the goddamn ball and let's take a shot. The guy dumbing it down. We haven't got one fucking dump. Hey, your hand, how's your hand? All right. That's what I'm saying.
Fuck that, niggas pick up. Everybody grab a fucking man.
Welcome back to it is halftime of our main event. The Mob have jumped out to a 20-point lead over the Rumble. This one was tight at the end of one, but the Mob, they look like a completely different team in that second quarter. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that first half. The Rumble just taken out of the rim to Myrick Fields. He was going to work as the stopper.
Myrick Fields is having a game, and like we said earlier, he's normally a gunner, but also Tippin Sill is a beast. Are you kidding me right now? Brandon Simpson dishing right now to Horton, bringing it down all day long. It is showtime, and the Mob is showing you what this game is all about. Cam Hollins is having an absolute breakout game, loving it, and absolutely dominating the rim.
The Rumble were held to just 2 points in that second quarter. Just a defensive shutdown by the Mob. That's all Gage Smith at the stopper position, holding the Rumble to just 2 points.
And it took a second for him to click into his game, but once he found it, been unstoppable since.
How about that youngster getting some swag, a little Mob t-shirt? I'm telling you, those Mob shirts have been flying off the shelves. Fans can't get enough of them. They are flying right now. You go into the concourse, nothing but Mob gear selling right now.
I believe it. Who doesn't want to be on, join the hype train, right? This is the team that is getting all the headlines right now. They've got the flashy dunks. They're doing it on both ends of the court all night long. 7-0, trying to go 8-0 in this main event.
Imagine if there was a fluke where there was some sort of trade and they got Tony Crosby.
Oh.
Can you imagine the Mob adding just that one player?
We need parity.
There is a hypothetical way that could happen. Should there be an injury, and perhaps you have to do a taxi squad switch type of a situation, but teams don't like to let their best players go on the taxi squad. It's like a waiver wire, right?
We might have to have an all-star team versus the Rumble.
Now we're talking.
We started Chad with the throwdown. Rumble get possession.
Great outlet pass by Gage Smith, getting the ball down the court.
Oh, he gets up high, not that high though. Rumble trying to come back quickly in transition. Nice outlet pass by Dean off the assist. Finishing it is Williams.
Don't touch him! Don't touch him!
Justin Holloway. Cutter! Cameron Hollins. He just out-jumps everybody on the floor.
He put his entire arm down the rim.
Get up, get up!
No two dunks are the same either. The creativity that he's playing with tonight.
Gage Smith with the outlet. Here's Cameron Hollins. Look out!
Get off. Now check this out. We've said this before. Cam Hollins is an adrenaline junkie. He was born for this game. All he wants to do is jump as high as he can and slam it down as hard as he can.
Let him go.
I feel like the Mob are kind of like, and another just rejection there from Gage Smith, but I feel like the Mob are kind of like the Monstars in Space Jam before the good guys got Michael's secret stuff, right? Like that's kind of how they play out.
Easy, easy.
The thing about the Mob, and you watch their offense, even when it's a scramble, right, they never go to just backyard ball. They're going to stop, they're going to be composed, they're going to make good decisions. Like right there, obviously a shot clock violation, which is rare to see out of them. But they want to spread the court, pass the ball around, and execute plays.
Cam! Oh my gosh, Gage Smith. And Tippins Hill back at him. He leaves the Tramps resetting off the wall. 360 spin into the slam zone.
Gage Smith. That was all Gage Smith. Now check this out. They tried to come in. Washington tried to come in, get Gage turned, but it didn't happen. He maintained it. Comes down with a huge block right there. The other thing, too, is watch how Gage jumps vertically, right? If they jump forward, that's called drifting. If he makes contact with an offensive player, that is a penalty. So Gage on the night, 6 stops, 6 LBRs, and just really coming out in this second half.
23-point lead for the Mob here in this third quarter of the main event. Simpson can't get the jam, gets his own rebound.
No reset. No reset.
And he did not reset off the wall, so a violation against the Mob.
So a reset, they got to either throw it off the wood, they got to throw it off the glass, and they got to reset themselves every time they leave the tramp.
Correct. Leaving the tramp, you got to throw it off the wall. Tip-ins Hill, denied!
Gage Smith again.
And guys, while this feels like such a natural position for Gage Smith to play stopper, he was actually a gunner in training camp, but Brendan Kerr saw in him fearlessness and great timing, and that's what made him make the switch to gunner. I asked him, what was your first thought when they put you at the stopper position? He said, well, I thought it was a little dangerous. I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but he's been so natural.
Doing the tramp, a turnover against the Rumble. Gage Smith is a former basketball player, played at Concordia University in Nebraska. As you see Gage Smith on the highlight here, he is second all-time in rebounds at Concordia. He said it's all about timing. That's why I've become such a good stopper.
That, and he has his own fan club here. I think he's the only player that legitimately has a large fan club show up with the Gage Smith swag.
Simpson through the contact, finishes for 2.
We have so many excellent nicknames in SlamBall. Where's Gage Smith's nickname?
We're going to come up with something because he leads the league in stops. Defensive Player of the Week last week as a 4-pointer rains down for Jayton Williams.
And Coach Carter said they're going to shoot more 4-pointers than anybody, and they have definitely continued to show that. They are not afraid to shoot.
Another shot from the outside. Washington just throws it up. Fight for the ball.
Tie up, tie up, tie up.
Now a 4-pointer behind the arc is about 3 feet further than the NBA. If you shoot inside the arc and you're still on your wood, that's a 3-pointer. If you dunk it, hit the rim, that's a 3, and if you lay it up, that's a 2.
20 seconds, 25 seconds. Don't hit yet.
20 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Bird looking for an outlet, finds Horton. Another cutter from the top, just mistimed
10
it.
seconds. 10 seconds.
Last chance here in this third quarter for the Rumble. Tip-ins Hill to the outside. Got to get a shot off. 5 seconds to play in the quarter. Ever since the second quarter, Gage Smith has put his footprint on this game, basically a footprint on the Rumble, because he's not allowed anything at the rim.
I would say he's been the deciding factor. All of a sudden, when they shifted, the momentum shifted when Gage Smith stepped up and started dominating under the hoop.
Don't forget, don't top when the guy comes.
Mob with a 21-point lead. We go to the fourth quarter here in the main event.
Hey, you got the guy just barking y'all shit. That's what's happening.
Because there's no scheme behind it.
Listen, you don't need no scheme. It's called SlamBall.
All right, let's slam the ball. Come on.
Let's go. That's what I'm telling you. Pass the ball.
Let's go. Run on 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll.
All right.
JT, you and K. Attack him at the side.
Hey, come here. Hey, Green, come here. The guy. Hey, you got the guy just barking y'all shit. That's what's happening.
Because there's no scheme behind it.
Listen, you don't need no scheme. It's called SlamBall.
All right, let's slam the ball. Come on.
Let's go. That's what I'm telling you. Pass the Hey, you got the guy just boxing y'all shit. That's what's happening.
Because there's no scheme behind it.
Listen, you don't need no scheme. It's called slam ball.
All right, let's slam the ball. Come on.
Let's go. That's what I'm telling you.
Wow.
Pass the ball.
Wow.
Coach Carter.
All right.
Coach Carter, let him know. This is slam ball.
Did you
Just
hear
slam
him?
it down their throat.
He's
Let's
like, you
go.
don't need a scheme. Just slam it.
The Rumble in that third quarter on rim attacks were just 1 for 6. That's because of Gage Smith, the stopper for the Mob. That was the difference in the third quarter. How do the Rumble get around Smith at the rim?
I'll tell you how. They just start dropping shots from outside, which they're doing right now. They've taken 3 or 4 four-pointers in like the last 2 minutes. They don't want anything to do with Gage Smith right now.
Go advantage, disadvantage.
Cam Hollins picks up where he left off here to start this fourth quarter. Mob up by 24. Bradley needing some help. And Mob are just out hustling the Rumble right now. Hollins, and he is bumped going in.
Face off. 3 and 1. Everybody go to bench.
We're going to have a face-off.
Ball up. Everybody
I saw
go to
Cam
bench.
Hollins go down. It looked like he kind of buckled both knees. That looked like it could have been bad. I'm glad he got up. And now he's going to be in the face-off.
Yeah, some of these angles you can take on the tramps be a little nice.
Here we go.
Marcus
Marcus
Bradley.
Bradley on D, going against Cam Hollins. That was disrespectful. Cam Hollins showing out.
Are you kidding me?
Cam Hollins is on a whole different level tonight.
Different planet.
Let's go.
360 between the legs with a reverse windmill. I didn't even know that was possible. And doing it with a defender on him.
No way.
Rejected by Fields. Rumble down by 27. But it feels like the Mob took their heart out with that last face-off.
And again, you're not seeing the Rumble bring it into Gage Smith. They're just going to pull up and start shooting outside. They think they have a better shot of winning trying to attempt 4-pointers than going against that one man right there wearing number 11.
JD, did Cam Hollins learn that move from you? I saw
Clearly.
you practicing the dunks on the tramps this week.
It was embarrassing. I did get one.
Cam Hollins with a 30-piece. He's got 30 points on the night to lead all scorers.
Think about that. He's got 30 of the 49.
So you can't block it from underneath the bucket. So that is called a goaltend.
Oh, here it is.
No, this is bad.
Let's go.
Don't do it. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Hold on, this is my first attempt, okay? I just didn't want to blow a knee out.
You made it, though.
Yeah, but that's embarrassing right there. That right there, that looks like a 10-year retired NFL vet who's put on 10 pounds.
You can't jump 3 times in the tramp.
Well,
you didn't
I can.
release. Come on. Know the rules, man.
All I know is the ball went in, I dunked it, and I hung on the rim for the
If you're
first time
going
in
to
my
play
life.
the game, play the game.
Here's the key. You got to practice on the tramp when no one's got anything recording you.
Yeah, I should have come in when it was an empty house.
That's my secret.
I did come back and do a one-hop in the tramp and get it down, and it did look much better.
Shriff, have you taken any time to get on the tramps?
Not that anybody has seen.
See, smooth.
That's how you
Smooth
do it.
operator. You're next.
I'm sure at some point I will be embarrassed this season.
I'm just going to turn this around permanently, the little camera we have here at the desk.
Yeah, right?
I mean, you're out there doing backflips, so everyone's going to look like a scrub compared to Stormy.
Yeah, you got skills.
I'm addicted to the trampolines, though. It's actually bad. I stay for like an extra hour after the games.
Gage Smith getting in on the party. This is unbelievable. Can anybody beat the Mob this season?
Dante Bird has taken over at the stopper position, and the Mob has brought Gage Smith up, getting him more involved in the offense. He's just going to start patting up stats.
There's Cameron Horton.
We are looking at a potential league MVP right here in Gage Smith.
We're still waiting for futures odds when it comes to who's going to win the championship. And I don't know if you could make a number short enough for me not to want the Mob.
Let me tell you what I love about the Mob. They're up 55-22, and they are getting back faster than anybody on defense, setting the defense. They're not going to give up until the buzzer sounds in the fourth quarter.
There's a dunk by Victoria's Dean. Is there a number that you would think about putting
if it's a plus money price, I'm taking it.
Meaning?
Yeah, meaning what?
Meaning, yes. Okay, so if when you see a little minus number in front of it, that means you have to bet a little bit more to win your money back, right? If it's a plus 150, that means you bet $100, you win 150. So anything that I'm getting plus money on, I would take that with the Mob.
Now, if it's minus, what would be a number that you'd be like, that's a little too much for me?
I would say I wouldn't want anything beyond minus 130
no stupid
because
fouls,
there's another team that could come in here and potentially go on a run, get better these last 2 weeks of the season, right?
Is it all based on a $100 bet?
That's how I think it's the best
to
way
be
to
able to
explain
do
it.
what he does. He never gets to play gunner.
Gotcha.
Let him make his
So
cut.
if it's a plus 150, I got to bet 100 to win 150. If it's a plus 250, bet 100, win 250. If it's a minus 100,
well, so money, that's just even money. That's bet 100,
yeah,
win
that was a
100.
terrible
But
analogy.
if it's, you're trying. It's
but
okay.
I wanted the
story
audience
here.
to know that a minus 100 is a bad bet because you don't win anything.
And just don't say minus 100 either,
Yeah, okay.
maybe. But it's okay.
I'm
This
glad
is
we
all a
cleared
learning
that
lesson.
up. I'm
It's
glad we
all a
cleared
learning
that up.
lesson. But if you said minus 150, that's bet 150 to win back that 100.
Perfect.
We got there. We got there.
Finger roll. Gage Smith showing off his basketball skills. Puts in 2 more. Up and under. That was a reverse layup by Williams. That was pretty.
That was a great play by Williams.
Smith. Oh my goodness.
He completely
What can he
dominates.
do?
He completely dominates both sides of the court.
I'm looking at the Mob head coach, Brendan Kirsch. He's just shaking his head like he can't believe how good his own team is.
Now, check this out. You look at Gage Smith play. He's 6'6", 225 pounds. This man is humongous and agile and an amazing athlete.
What's his equivalent in the NFL world?
I mean, he'd be a Travis Kelce, right? I mean, that size. You're going to have him at tight end, and you're going to flex him out at receiver, get a mismatch on the small safety. And with his athleticism, who knows?
I like that. That's a good comparison. 2 rumble in the same tramp is a turnover. This game changed at the end of the first quarter. It was close after 1, and then the Mob clamped down on D. They only allowed the Rumble to score 2 points in that second quarter, and they blew them out. Main event is over. It's a final. The Mob win it running away, 63-27. They stayed perfect on the season. The Mob moved to 8-0. Our only undefeated team left here in SlamBall. They have been something special to watch.
Cam Hollins and Gage Smith took this game away and led it in every aspect. Showtime all day long. The Mob coming up 63-27. We talked earlier, right, about the first game, second game. I think it's whatever game the Mob plays in, whether it's first or second, they end up winning the main event.
You got to give a lot of credit to the Rumble. In their first game of the night, they got their first win of the season. They gave the Mob a challenge here in that first quarter, but no one has really been able to give the Mob a true test for 4 quarters.
And they're coming off an emotional high. I mean, they just had probably one of the most exciting games in SlamBall history before they went into this when they beat the Ozone in like the last 2 seconds of the game. So, hey, hats off to the Rumble. Wasn't enough to finish the Mob here tonight, but the Mob 7-0.
Gage Smith, he was a stopper for the first half. Then with the big lead, they moved him to gunner. He's standing by now with Stormy.
Gage Smith, a little bit of a slow start here tonight for your group, but a switch seemed to flip, particularly in you. What changed?
I mean, every time we go into this game, we're a family. So it's really those guys right there. They motivate me. Every time I come to the court, I want to do good for their family, for mine. And it's seriously a team effort in this sport. If you're the best team, you're going to win. So,
a perfect 8-0. What'll it take for a team to beat you guys?
I'm not really sure. I think we're, I don't know.
Well, you've said that you guys are a family. The way you guys came together, you've gelled.
You hear the mob going crazy over there. What's so special about the group of guys you're playing with?
I think Coach, when he recruited us, he just wanted to find the guys that would blend them most together, and that's us for sure. If you have team chemistry, you can have the best player on the court or whatever like that, but you have the best team, you're going to win every time, and we're here to win, so.
Enjoy it.
Thank you, Stormy.
Another main event win for the mob.
The mob moved to a perfect 8-0 on the season. It does seem like there's just something different about the mob versus everybody else here in SlamBall.
Well, let's just get past the talent. Let's just get past it, how well they're playing as a team. You see Gage Smith right there talking about playing for each other's family. When you have a group of guys that want to play for each other, that want to battle for each other, you don't need a team of superstars to win. You're going to find a way to win because it means so much more that you're competing for your teammate more than you are yourself. And that's what the mob has as a culture within themselves.
And you can tell they like each other. On social media, there's pictures of them. They were hanging out at Circa Sports Resort after their win last week. They just genuinely want to spend time with each other on and off the court. The mob have established themselves as the team to beat here in SlamBall. The Rumble picked up their first win of the season earlier tonight, but it was the mob who beat the Wrath and then took down the Rumble in the main event. What a second week it was here in Vegas. For my partners, John Dornbos, Stormy Bonantoni, our incredible crew on site here inside Cox Pavilion, I'm John Schriffen saying so long from Vegas. We thank you for being a part of the action, a part of the movement. SlamBall is only because of you, the fans. We thank you for tuning in.